With all of the amazing roller coasters out there comes some really awesome roller coaster chains. I'm going to count down my favorite top 10 roller coaster chains because there's so many incredible ones out there. Which one is your favorite? Comment below. You totally know that we have to start off with Time Traveler on this list because Time Traveler is awesome, and these cars that we have on this train seriously look like something that you would spiral back in the time with. I say spiral as this is a super amazing spinning coaster that is crazy from start to finish. Look at these train cars, they're so detailed and just so awesome in so many ways. Who needs a DeLorean when you have Time Traveler at Silver Dollar City? Definitely one of the best coasters in the park, so if you haven't ridden it, get yourself out to Branson, Missouri and give it a ride because it's super fun. That lift hill click right there is totally everything for this Vekoma Wild Mouse that you can find at Idlewild Park in Pennsylvania. I really dig the coaster car in here. It just looks so much like a mouse. It's got that crazy, stupid, smiling grin on there. That just totally makes it with the big old mouse buck tooth out there. And this is just a super very fun, unique Wild Mouse experience, as it really rode like no other Wild Mouse that I had ever ridden before. It was just so fun and just so like old school and crazy in its own Vekoma type of ways. Do yourself a favor and get out to Idlewild and give it a ride because it's totally worth it to go to this beautiful park.
Welcome back, Snake Ramblers. Hope y'all enjoyed the ride on the Iron Rattler. Now give that restraint a little push up, unbuckle your seatbelt, head on out to your left.
Sit back this morning and enjoy your 179-foot drop in the dark here on the Iron Rattler.
Now, did you guys really think I could leave Iron Rattler off this list? Iron Rattler is just too perfect for it. As it's super detailed, it's perfectly themed for the park that it's in. As it's Six Flags Fiesta Texas in the middle of Texas, and you have a roller coaster that's themed to a rattlesnake with the train that has these crazy big rattlesnake teeth in the front to the rattle in the back. It's sure to be an awesome snake bite from start to finish, and definitely one of the best RMCs out there. Now, if those weren't the screams of joy right there, then I really don't know what is, as X2 is definitely something to scream about. While it might not have the most detailed coaster trains out there, it definitely has one of the most unique. I mean, come on, it's a fourth dimensional spinning coaster built by Aero Development that bankrupted the company that built it. I mean, you really can't go wrong with that. Just a piece of engineering technology right here is truly breathtaking in its own awesome type of way. So is the ride experience for that fact too, as this is definitely one of the most intense coasters I've ever ridden out there from start to finish, and it's definitely one of the only few coasters out there that I really can only ride a handful of times because it's just that intense and that amazing in so many aero type of ways. So get yourself to Magic Mountain and give it a ride. Now we find ourselves at Six Flags Great America with the Dark Knight coaster. I mean, you really can't ever go wrong with anything that's Batman themed, especially for this really cool, awesome, another Wild Mouse that's indoors. I mean, look at this train car. It's themed to the Gotham City subway that's been totally destroyed by the Joker, and the Joker's crazy antics play out through the whole ride. It's such a good time.
Here we go!
Now, if that's not one of the most extreme launches on a coaster, then I really don't know what is. Plus the part where it gets all the way up to the hill, I always just wish that it will roll back every time I ride it. I've yet to see Slinky roll back, but I just think it'd be super fun to get a rollback on it. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. This is a family launch coaster that has one of the most incredible coaster trains I've ever seen anywhere. I mean, Slinky Dog is iconic for the Toy Story franchise as it is, and then just to make a coaster train out of it where he's actually got the slinks in there, and then the amount of detail work that they put into his face and his whole tail and just the whole Tron concept of this train car in general really is truly breathtaking. Not to mention, this is also one of my favorite roller coasters at Walt Disney World, as I just really feel it really is a great time from start to finish. You can never go wrong with Slinky Dog. So now we find ourselves at Kennywood to the infamous steel curtain. which I'm very happy I got to ride, as actually the date that I'm recording this video, the park announced that it's not going to open for the 2024 season. So if you've gotten to ride this incredible coaster, I'm stoked for you as well. But I do look forward to riding it again in the future, as this whole area is incredibly themed to the Steelers. I mean, I'm not the biggest football fan, I prefer hockey and my Anaheim Ducks, but I do believe that this is really cool that the Steelers franchise gave them the rights to this whole roller coaster and this whole area of the park in general. I mean, that is so Kennywood and that is so Pittsburgh in so many ways. It's just so fitting for this park on this immensely intense coaster with these crazy inversions that it has, to just the whole ride experience in general is just definitely breathtaking from start to finish. It is such a fun ride, and I'm really happy that Kennywood's taking the time to basically just can fix what's been going wrong with it, because it's been a very elusive coaster to me as well. I mean, it took me several visits to the park to finally get my rides, but I'm so happy that I finally did, and I'm very much so looking forward to what plays out for Steel Curtain in the future. So do yourself a favor, get yourself to Kennywood this season and next season too, so you can ride Steel Curtain. Clickety clack, Oscar's Taxi's going up the garbage track. Hey, we found ourselves here at Oscar's Wacky Taxi at Sesame Place in Pennsylvania. This is one of the best gravity group design trains out there. I mean, look at the detail just on Oscar and how it really looks like a taxi, all the way down to even being that dirty yellow right there. You really can't go wrong with that at all. Plus, this is actually a great ride from start to finish. It's not just for kids, it's definitely for coaster enthusiasts too, so get yourself a ride on Oscar. I love how you only see the devil's eyes glowing over there. The Jersey Devil coaster at Six Flags Great Adventure is definitely one of the most evil coasters out there. I mean, the coaster train legitimately is a devil skull on the front of it. It's super vicious from start to finish, as the Raptor is definitely not the smoothest coaster out there. It's very rough, but it's also very fun at the same time, and it's also super intense, not only with the inversions, but just with how the whole ride layout of each Raptor is so different and so crazy fun in so many type of ways. I mean, I really do dig the whole theming of this area for this, because it really just does fit the whole Raptor theme and the Jersey Devils as it is. So you can never go wrong going to Great Adventure. And now for number 10 of the coolest roller coaster cars that I've ridden, it definitely has to go to Tron Lightcycle Run at Magic Kingdom, as this is one of the best night rides out there. I mean, just look at the amount of lights that are in here. The whole thing lights up as you're racing through it with this amazing blue color, and you really can't go wrong with these incredible coaster trains, as this is just one of the craziest moto coasters out there, from the way that you lay on your restraint to the way that it comes down to strap you inside of it. It's super cool from start to finish, and as well with the lap bar option just in case you don't want to lay down. So cool that they offer that as well, because it's totally a different ride experience. So I definitely suggest getting at least more than one ride on Tron Lightcycle Run, because it's a totally different experience from riding the motorcycle to riding where you're sitting down. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. Please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe here on YouTube, as you never know what other crazy awesome roller coaster videos I will make for you. Love you all. Peace.